This tutorial will teach you how to set a 4K clip to a 1080p sequence in Premiere Pro. So if we import our clips, so we have a 1080p clip, and if we look over here on the info window, you can see it says 1080p, and then if we go to the 4K clip, and then over to here, it shows us it's 4K. So the easiest way to set a sequence to the resolution that you want is to drag a clip of that resolution straight into the sequence. So here we've got 1080p, it's made the sequence 1080p, and we can now delete that clip, but the sequence will remain 1080p. So we've got the sequence over here in the project bin, and if we take the 4K clip now and drag that into the sequence, it will give us the message telling us there's a mismatch in the clips and giving us an option to change the sequence to the clip that we've just put in there, or keep the sequence the same, which is what we want in this case. So we'll hit the blue button there. Okay, so the easiest way to show what's happened here is to go to Effect, Controls, select the clip, click on Position, and because the 4K clip has more pixels, it's bigger in size. So an easy way to deal with this would be to manually drag it down and Control Z, or of course we can do it from the scale over here. The only issue with that is that it's still 4K, so it's still 4000 pixels, so it's retained all the data, and it can be a lot for computers to handle. If you'd like to reduce the size but also the file size, the best way to do it would be to, if we press Control Z there, the best way would be to right click the clip and go to Set to Frame Size. What that does is it reduces the visible size, but it also reduces the data. So it resamples the footage into a 1080 clip. And sometimes the resolution isn't quite correct, like here. And also you can see here that it's adjusted the scale itself. So we can just boost that up a little bit. It's still 1080p resolution in there now, so that's one way of doing it. The other way, if we press Ctrl Z a few times to get back to where we were, is to right click the clip and then go to Scale to Frame Size. So that will scale it down. Once again, it's not quite right because of the ratio, but it scales it down for us, but it keeps the detail. So if it's necessary for you and you need to keep all that detail, you can still work with it in this way, but it will just mean more processing for the computer. So it really depends on the purpose. If you're just making videos for YouTube, you don't really need 4K. So my advice would be to use the set function rather than the scale function, and it will make it easier for your computer. And if you have a lot of clips and you don't want to do that manually for every clip, what you could do is set Premiere to do it automatically. So the way we do this, if we just press Ctrl Z again, go back to the media bin and delete the sequence. So if we go to Edit, Preferences, and across to Media, and then over to Default Media Scaling. So we can use the two settings depending on what we want. So I'm going to say Set to Frame Size, okay, and I'll drag in the 1080 clip to make the sequence 1080, and then I'll drag in the 4K. And without having to do any manual settings, it's scaled the clip down. Once again, it's not always perfect because of the ratio of the camera, so you could just boost that one up a little bit. Well, that's the wrong clip I've done there, so boost the top clip up just to fit it in, and there you go. But it just means that every clip that you import into the project, when you drag it across, it will do the hard work for you. Hope that helped you understand it. See ya.